Philly film. Games. It's over.
Hey everybody, welcome back to We Got the Funk. We got the funk.
The chimp.
Yes, I am the chimp.
10,000 in this game.
Yes. Alright, I might give you something, you know.
Might give you some respect. Maybe.
If I feel like it. Depends what finger I feel like shoving up my ass. Oh, and you gotta...
Ow.
Well...
That was not quite what I wanted to do.
No. Definitely not. Definitely not.
No, let go of me.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it might not have been a bad thing. Ow.
There's like...
There we go. Hot damn. Jump back, kiss myself.
I bet it tops out at 300 for each enemy.
Yeah. Because that's what I thought when we did it the first time. Because it was like, oh, 10,000, you can do that. Just land on 8 things and you're good to go. Because it would be... oh, nice. It would be... the multiplier in the traditional games would get you up to like 8,000 real quick.
Yeah.
But this likes to dick you over. Excuse us.
I feel like I'm getting real far here to not have very many points.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that thing gives you a ton.
1,000 and some coins.
Yeah, like 1,600. Not bad. Now, if you can just do the circle jerk, you're good.
Nope. Missed it.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's hard to do the circle jerk. Oh!
It's hard on the water and with the rocks and everything. I can't see my shadow.
No. Very hard to keep things up. Oh, what's the matter? You suck? Oh, too bad. Baby want a bottle? Well, fuck you. You ain't getting my 5th of Jack, bitch. Did I mention the governor was coming off?
Yeah, that came off a while ago.
That came off. From now on, I'm just gonna do the show pantsless. Make her feel comfortable as possible.
Yeah,
Goes back to his wife. Sonia, I don't know if I can record with Sammy. He's fucking sitting here naked now.
yeah.
It's really weird.
Things really got out of control today. I mean, he told us he was moving. The recording session was nude. I mean, shit just got strange.
I don't know if I can be friends with him anymore. Mom says you can't come over anymore. You play too rough.
Way too rough. I got bruises.
God, I remember when that was still a thing. God, So when I went home, I was on this weird... Well, anytime I'm home, I get a weird nostalgia kick because fucking...
As you can.
Yeah. And, like... So the few days I was home, basically all I would ever do with my dad would just be sit on the front porch and just fucking talk about shit. I mean, that's all we fucking do at this point.
Yep.
We're just two old men who just sit on a fucking porch and talk about life. It's like, Jesus Christ. I haven't even turned 40 yet, and I'm in a fucking Twilight Zone episode, like, what am I doing? Why am I talking to Dad about life and shit? Well,
oh, you cock. Well, I lost that one.
Yeah, that's just no fun. So, we, God. One of the things I saw was, I had a neighbor years ago by the name of Scott. And, he told me I sucked and I lost a life. What a way to die.
Yeah.
Dude, you suck. Ah!
You just suck and you just like turn inside out.
My one weakness, to be told I'm not awesome.
Put downs.
No! Don't ever get in a game of the dozens, you'll be straight fucked.
Get up there.
I was gonna say, I think your best bet is to just straight up run towards the top. Because at least there's shit up there. Oh, really? That's some dicketry. That is some straight up dicketry. But Scott, and I saw this when I was home. We have those old school metal support. They're supposed to be, they're decorative more than actual support, but those support beams in the front of your patio and shit, or
yeah.
And I think Scott moved out of the neighborhood in like '86.
Yeah.
And he wrote this in pencil. It's still there. And it's the worst writing of Scott ever. And it just says Scott down the side. I'm like, my God, that thing's like 30 years old and it's still there. That's impressive.
Oh.
That Scott's legend lives on. There you go.
Oh, I missed it.
I mean, you're getting there.
Quick, grab points.
Yes. I was gonna say, if you can make that circle jerk on the other side, you've done it. There you go. Come on. Yes. 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 One more. Woo! Suck it, you chimp bastard!
Yeah.
Suck these Italian meatballs! Oh, lasagna!
No.
I'll have spaghetti all over your face! How about some bow ties on your nips?
Stop.
That wasn't over the top, was it? Fuck no, it wasn't! Hot damn! I'm the sheet. Yeah, I mean, that's all the one thing I'll say about this, about the whole experience, okay, fine, my family emergency, I don't give a shit. My grandfather finally passed. I mean, I knew this was coming. It was just like when my grandmother died. It was like, well, for her it was 3 years, and for him it was basically 1.5 years. But it was a slow, gradual thing because my grandfather, was he worked at a sawmill his entire life, aside from his little detour in Europe, in World War II. God, he retired. Oh my God, like in '85? And, I mean, he was 93. Oh, this looks like... Wow, that's like...
Up in the corner, that's kind of nightmarish.
No, I'm just staring at the... It looks like an old petrified asshole with a butt plug.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
That's just, Mini Planet Mega Run.
That just sounds goody gumdrops. And... I mean, especially around the year 2000, he was slowing down. Like, I mean, he'd spend most of his day just sitting on the couch, just sort of staring out into the field, just whatever. Like, that was his MO. And I didn't really care. It was like, well, I mean, this is his deal and whatever. I mean, he worked hard his entire life. Fuck it. You made all the way here. I'm surprised you're breathing. Oh, see, now you have to kill all these... You have to kill things to advance now?
Yeah.
Oh. And so... Yeah, by the year 2000, he's just relaxing and whatnot. Didn't really think much of it. Yay! Burned asshole! And then by like 2010, I mean, he's just... He doesn't even get off the couch. And then... Good grief, by the time I started my PhD, I mean, he wasn't moving well at all. And then, oh, this is fun. Oh, they're ice. Oh wait, oh, that's ice. No, that's fire. I'm a maniac. What? That's the remote, not the Wiimote, you dick.
The Wiimote. No, the Wiimote. Fireballs!
I was gonna say, I don't know if that's gonna help, but whatever.
They're just rampaging around the world.
I remember you gotta hit him on the ass.
Oh, yeah. Spank him.
But, so, like, the last year and a half of his life, he was essentially bedridden.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, the man lived a good life and whatnot. So, it is what it is. But, I mean, we had the viewing, and this is gonna sound a little morbid, but I was not thrilled with the mortician's work.
Yeah.
He pulled my grandfather's face back a little too far.
Oh.
He didn't look right. Like, have you ever watched, like, old westerns, and they have someone laying in the oak casket, and they kind of look like, I mean, everything's pulled back and almost, not like essentially a clown face, but I mean, it's like the makeup's caked on and shit.
Mm.
That's kind of what my grandfather looked like, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. But at the viewing, there were 150 people showed up.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, my grandfather and I share a lot of similarities, aside from this. My grandfather was a very quiet individual, reserved. Did his thing. And the other thing that didn't really sit well with me was he got a military funeral.
Mm.
And I'm okay with that, but I think what really got me was it was basically the entire service, everything was based on his military career.
Mm.
And I'm like, he didn't give a shit. Case in point, when he came back from Europe, the first thing he fucking did was burnt everything. He set everything, his uniform, all that shit, burn it.
Yep.
If I had the chance, I'd have done the same thing, but my mother's like, I want all this. Fine, fucking keep it. I don't want it.
Yeah.
The only thing I kept were my dog tags. That's it. Anything else, I'm just like, I don't give a shit. Burnt. My dad wanted my Class A's. Fuck it, you can have that. I don't. Oh, bullshit.
One coin short.
Yeah, and that's probably like the one thing you need to get the other star.
Yeah, that's probably the secret one.
So, I wasn't too, and I mean that's all they talked about. And I mean, look. Oh, great! It's right there.
Yeah, too bad I can't.
Yeah, go back. He was a POW for 5 months. He never allowed my aunts and uncles to watch Hogan's Heroes because Hogan's Heroes was set in Stalag 13, which is where he was.
Mm-hmm.
So he apparently had a field day when that came out. He was like, no, you will never watch this under my roof.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. And so, oh good, you needed that. So it was like this, like the only information I ever got about him in World War II came straight from my grandmother. He never told he never told a soul really about what he saw or did. And when like, because that's the thing, like, no one really would ask anybody else but me about like what he was doing, because my mother's side of the family, we're military. I mean, it's just what we are. I mean, I have, there's my grandfather, my Uncle Ron. All right, 1, 2, 3. I have 3 uncles in the Air Force. Oh, nice. 3 uncles in the Air Force. I had my cousin. She was in the Air Force, or she was a officer in the Air Force. My first cousin, he was in the Army with like I was. Only he was something different. My cousin's husband, he was an Air Force command officer. So we have our thing in terms of that, and it got weird. They just asked me all the military shit, and I'm like, okay, I can tell you what I know.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, he's got an interesting story, but it's just like, I think I'm one of like 3 people who knows what the fuck it is. So next time on Philly Film Games, he got a Comet Medal and some star bits.
Bits.
Bits.